It was a stormy night in Okuta Girls' College when Adana stumbled into the dormitory, drenched from head to toe. The lightning cracked through the sky as she clutched her side, her face twisted in pain. All the other girls rushed to help, but the matron, Madame Yuju, arrived first, appearing out of nowhere, as though summoned by the storm itself. "Come with me, Adana," Madame Yuju said, her voice soft but commanding. She gently guided Adana to the sick bed, her kind eyes masking the darkness she harbored within. What the girls didn't know was that Madame Yuju had a twisted secret. She wasn't just the caring matron who nursed them through late-night fevers and homesickness. She had been stealing something precious from them, their used sanitary pads. Madame Yuju had made a sinister pact with a group of powerful ritualists. They claimed that the used sanitary pads of young girls held immense spiritual power enough to grant unimaginable wealth and influence to those who possessed them. In exchange for these pads, Madame Yuju was rewarded with riches and promises of untouchable power. By day, she was the motherly figure they all loved and trusted, but by night, she would creep into the dormitories with her keys, collecting the used sanitary pads from the bins. She sold them to the ritualists, all while the girls slept peacefully, unaware that their innocence was being exploited for dark purposes. One day, however, everything changed. Nena, a sharp and observant student, began to notice the matron's odd behavior. She often found Madame Yuju lingering in the shadows, her eyes watching the girls intently. What puzzled Nena the most was that every time the cleaning staff disposed of the bins, Madame Yuju was always the one insisting on handling them. Unable to shake off her suspicions, Nena decided to investigate. One night, after lights out, she pretended to be asleep but kept a close eye on the dormitory door. Hours passed, and just as she was about to drift off, the door creaked open. Through the faint light of the corridor, she saw Madame Yuju slip inside. Holding her breath, Nena watched as the matron hurried to the waste bin, lifted the lid, and began collecting the girls' used sanitary pads. A chill ran down Nena's spine. What on earth was Madame Yuju doing? Determined to uncover the truth, Nena followed the matron in secret the next day, hiding behind trees and watching from a distance. To her horror, she saw Madame Yuju enter a dimly lit shrine deep in the forest. There, a group of strange men welcomed her, and to Nena's disbelief, Madame Yuju handed over a bag filled with the stolen sanitary pads. "This will do," the ritualist said, his voice low and menacing. "The power in these will fuel our ceremonies." Nena's heart pounded in her chest as she realized the gravity of what was happening. She knew she had to act fast before Madame Yuju ruined more lives. She confided in her closest friend, Amaka, and together, they devised a plan to expose Madame Yuju. The following night, while Madame Yuju made her rounds, Nena and Amaka led the principal and other staff members to the hidden shrine. When they arrived, they caught the matron in the act, delivering yet another batch of stolen pads to the ritualists. Outraged and shocked, the principal immediately ordered Madame Yuju's arrest. The entire school was shaken to its core as the truth unraveled. The ritualists were captured, and Madame Yuju's dark secret was finally revealed to all. The once trusted matron had been trading the girls' dignity for wealth, using their most personal possessions for her own gain. Madame Yuju was taken away, and the school enforced strict measures to ensure nothing like this could ever happen again. The girls learned a valuable lesson that not everyone who seems kind has a pure heart. Sometimes, those closest to you harbor the darkest secrets. The moral lesson of this story is that hidden wrongdoings never stay hidden forever, and the truth always finds a way to come to light.